Yeah, mate, can you tell me how to get to the VIP parking section, thanks? G'day guys, Beer Hiller here, and today I'm in beautiful Evandale, about 2 hours north of Hobart where I live, and I'm up here for a festival called Into the Wilderness. Now this is the brainchild of Dieman, Ocho, Hobart Brewing Company and Bruny Island Beer Co, just to sort of get together and celebrate the art of farmhouse ales. Today there's going to be a whole bunch of different saisons and sours and beers made from right here on this land where Will Tatchell has brewed his estate ales. Now the unique thing about this beer festival is that there's only going to be about 50 of us here today. It's a pretty exclusive club. I feel pretty lucky to have been invited up here today, but it's the first of this beer festival. We're just sort of trying it out and see how it goes. And so I think one of the great things about today is that we'll just be able to do whatever the hell we want.
There's beer in all the fermenters and there's another beer in one of the conditioning tanks, so it'd be nice if we were left with full quantities come the end of the day.
A big day in what is an absolutely beautiful location in 30-degree heat. It's pretty bloody hot. Mate, thanks for having us up to the property today. What a sensational place to be.
Look, it's always like this up around this way. So we normally have days like this at the brewery on an ongoing weekly basis. So it's good to share it with a few people as opposed to just myself and Stu.
So was it your brainchild just to show off up here these great surrounds, or how did this all come together?
It was an opportunity to catch up, and we wanted to share it with some friends and acquaintances, and this is the result of it.
Fantastic. And mate, the whole thing about Farmhouse Brewing, what we're at today here is a working farmhouse brewery where you go from paddock to glass.
Yeah, it is what we are. We're not trying to beat around the bush and create something that we're not. This is a fine example of what we are, or who we are, what we do, and it's an opportunity for people to present this. And we'd hope that at some point in the future we got something that we can share it more formally and more opportunity for people to come and visit us.
It's fantastic. There are some great beers on offer here today, so we'll get into it.
Cheers.
With you all.
We'll see you here next year.
So I'm here with Scotty Overdorf from the Hobart Brewing Company. Probably not quite what you would call a traditional farmhouse brewery, but I know, Scott, you've been inspired by farmhouse beers, haven't you?
Yeah, well that's kind of our tagline with our barrel-aged beers that we do. It's farmhouse-inspired, urban brewed. And I remember the first time I ever had a sour beer, and I thought it was disgusting. I couldn't finish it, and it actually took me a number of years before I came back around and then started understanding the nuances and the tradition and the way the beers took time to evolve and what was going on, and to really get a flavor for that acidity.
She's the sales manager for Bruny Island Beer Company. Steph, what a great setting here today for what is going to be an awesome event.
I'm very excited about being here and collaborating with everyone in the Farmhouse Beers.
Fantastic.
It should be a good day.
What did you guys bring along today?
We brought along Farm Ale, which is our flagship, so Tasmanian Pale. We brought along Second Breakfast, which is a honey and oat Brett saison mixed ferment. And then the Long Paddock, which we released in the summer just gone in December, and it's a Tasmanian saison, nice and clean, crisp and easy.
And yet both of us are standing here in about 32-degree heat without a beer in our hand. So we've got the mad scientist, Stu Grant from Ocho Brewing here, another one of the breweries that sort of operate from the Dieman Brewery. Mate, what a great event we're having today.
It's going to be awesome.
Fantastic. Mate, what have you got on offer this afternoon?
We've got a bunch of sort of barrel-aged sourish stuff.
Sourish?
Yeah. Sourish is sort of where I like it, like nothing too aggressively sour, a bit of balance there, nice refreshing acidity.
So it'll slightly pucker your cheeks but not too much.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got a couple of fruited beers as well. So
How lucky are you to come to this beautiful farm every day to work?
yeah, it's pretty good. Can't complain.
So the reason I've handed you this is there was a request for, or to see the hops, walk down to the hops. So what's in your hand now is last year's fresh hop beer. The whole drive we're walking down here is just for you guys to see the hops and me to float my boat. That's all.
Well, it's very late afternoon here up at Dieman Brewing in Evandale, and the sun is starting to go down in the sky as we sort of end our day up here in what we're classifying as the world's smallest beer festival, we believe. There's probably only about 50 people here, but it was just so nice and intimate. So many great conversations about a bunch of new people. So 50 odd people, 4 breweries, about 25 or so beers, maybe a little bit more. Sort of thinking about beer festivals a bit today. Have they sort of run their race a bit, the big Gabs type of ones? And I think the general consensus here today was that, yeah, maybe they have, and maybe something like this, which is small, intimate, bespoke, might have some legs into the future. So who knows, next time might have 1,000 people here instead of 50. All I've got to say to you guys now is cheers to great beers, end of a wonderful day. Catch you later.